Hi, hello and welcome to the beginning of the Cisco CCNA 200-301 English complete and free course available on the Illimitable Networking International channel on youtube.com. My name is Chapter0. I will be your instructor throughout this course, and this video alongside with the other upcoming 20 video or 19 video will be a remake for the first chapter and the introduction of the already published, completed and available Cisco CCNA 200-301 English course that is already available and published around more than a year ago on the channel itself, this same channel. We know, or we call this channel as III Networking, just as a short name for this long illimitable Networking International name. So let's only call it the III Networking channel. Again, I am Chapter0. I am actually the creator and an instructor on this channel so far for the past year and a half. With all the 400 videos that I have created and published, I'm the only instructor there. No assistance yet. I'm also a senior network instructor at orhanergun.net or Orhanergun LLC. I forgot to type that, the limited company. And also I carry around 13 different certificates in Cisco systems and Juniper Networks certification system. You can follow us, you can follow the channel, and you can follow the community on the social media on the Facebook page, which is the III Networking. We have a group called III Networking as well, and I will give you a small hint or a small note regarding these in a minute. The Instagram's III Networking as well, so I made good effort to make all of them unified. And also this is my personal, and it's actually a business, not a personal thing, it's my business LinkedIn profile. So all LinkedIn profiles actually should be business profiles, not for like lifestyle or life stories, etc. And we can start right now talking about this exam. The Cisco CCNA 200-301 course is already available on the channel, just like I mentioned, and it's about 80 videos or 85 videos for the English version. It will cost you, it's for free, but it will cost from you time 29 hours to be completely finished, because it contains 7 chapters and it contains around 30 lab, as I remember, something like between 25 to 32 lab, as I remember, or even more. And you will see that it's already available. And the reason why I told you that this video is a remake, actually, just before I talk about this video itself, let me just tell you why I did a remake. Because let me just jump to the old version. This is how the old version looks like. It's awful. Maybe some people might call it, no, it's not that awful, you are exaggerating. Well, yes, if you hear that video, you'll hear some noise in the audio, clear noise. Video quality is not that much, instructing quality is not that much. English accent was weak because it was the first video ever I recorded for youtube.com, and it was published a year and a half ago, so December 1st, and today is June 1st 2021, so that makes it around more than a year and a half, a year and 7 months. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. It looked like this is how I kept instructing throughout the course, and it was around 80. These are all the videos. The course is already published. It's already gaining thousands and thousands of views every day, and it has 84 videos and 3 extra videos that I will talk about at the end of this video. So I will only do a remake, or I will re-record only the first chapter, because only the first chapter is that low quality. Starting from chapter 2 and beyond, you will see that this external mic is the same external mic that was available. The accent was better, I was less nervous, I was more relaxed, I was better, etc. So chapter 2 beyond till the end of chapter 7, because this course is of 7 chapters, and I will tell you what 7 chapters are those, why 7, what are they exactly. So from chapter 2 to chapter 7 to the end, quality is good, it's understandable. And in this year and a half, we have crossed more than 300 certified candidates who have watched my videos and took the exam after that and became certified as a Cisco CCNA 200-301. You might think that the number is too much. Well, actually, to be honest, this channel is one of the rare and few channels worldwide that are bilingual. What I mean by that, if you went to the channel playlist right now of my channel, what you will find that almost every course, not almost, but actually every course, like Juniper, no, not that one. Just let me do that. Yeah, Juniper Networks. I'll tell you what's that in a minute. Cisco CCNP with Cisco CCNP, a CCNA with another CCNA, exam preparation with another exam preparations, and take exam from home with taking exam from home written in another language. So everything in this channel is bilingual. It's mirrored. I have a mirror in my channel. Whenever I record something in English, I record that in Arabic because I'm a native Arabic guy, and I record these videos in the general Arabic language, not a specific country specific language. So everything in this channel is bilingual, is available bilingual, and you can see that there is a CCNA English and there is a CCNA Arabic, and they are almost the same videos, 83, 88, small differences in the duration of the videos. There is something called exam prep for in Arabic and in English. There is the CCNP Encore in Arabic and the CCNP Encore in English as well. I will tell you what are those, what does Encore mean. This video will be around 15 to 20 minutes, I believe, by the time that I end it, so I will brief, or I will sometimes go detail in everything. And there is something called Juniper Networks, another competitive company to Cisco. They have their certificates, they have their CCNA that is called JNCIA. So it's JNCIA to be compared to the Cisco CC. This is not a letter N at all, I'm certain of that, to the Cisco CCNA. So I even have that published, and it's also in two languages, Arabic and English. But you might see 6 videos, 30 videos. What's the difference? Actually, I will tell you what's the difference in minutes, because I did mention that I am already a senior instructor at orhanargun.net. And when you go to orhanargun.net, this website is not for free courses, it's for paid high quality professional courses. It starts with very high level like the CCDE and the CCIE and the CCIE service provider as well. So there are so many high level courses, and there is my complete English Juniper Networks course and my complete English Cisco CCNP course. What is Junius? What is CCNP? I'm going a little bit too much. I will leave them. I was only justifying to you why I was doing a remake, and I will go back to these in a minute. Okay, so for this exam that you are scared of, which is one of the most famous certificates and exams worldwide, for whomever would like to just start networking engineering from network engineering from zero, from scratch, from knowing nothing, from seeing a network cable and not realizing what is that, because they have zero knowledge. So this is the right place, because really Cisco always designs their courses to start from zero. So whomever you are, college degree, no college degree, high school, no high school, whatever you have, master degree, PhD, I don't care, because this course starts from zero. It's around 29, or perhaps it will become like 30 hours if I did the remake, and it will be like your guide from zero until you become a really associate engineer, that you will be able to handle a simple to medium network. Later I will tell you the next step that will relay on this one, that starting after you finish this course, you can start the next step. You can become a professional. Later you'll become an expert. Sometimes you'll be called like a specialist, etc. But we need nothing. We need no knowledge from any other course, from any other degree, from any other college, whatever. We need English language. We need a laptop or a computer. And that's it. Seriously. Okay. So this exam, this version of the exam, actually, it was not created in 2020, and it was not created or published actually 2019. It was created very early, like more than 20 years ago. What happens is that every 4 to 6 years, some new evolving technologies are spread worldwide, and that's why the new generation of engineers must know them at the first steps of their career. That's why Cisco replaces the versions of the CCNA every 4 to 6 years. This is the 200-301. Before that, there was the 200-125. Before that, there was the 200-120 only, and there before that there was the 640, etc., 800 something, which is a very, very old one, and it lasted for a lot of years, and it was extremely basic, light. You could finish it in weeks and get certified with it. Later things started to become big, huge, multi-technology. So these last 3 versions were the evolution of networking, where an engineer that finishes one of these is really good engineer, really qualified to work with real networks, get a real good job with a real good salary worldwide, wherever you are. All of them understand Cisco, all the countries, all the companies, all of them understands what is Cisco, what is the CCNA itself, and they do respect that. Okay. But what happens is that on June, completely 2 years ago from today, on June 2019, Cisco announced the new generation of 203.01 that should replace the 201.25, and that it will only take place, or it will be started to work, or started to officially be taken, this exam, on February 24th, 2020. What I did at that time, that I started on December 1st, 2019 to do my best to deliver the complete course by the end of February, and I did that in that time. But the first chapter was awful. Actually, when I look to the comparison between my first CCNA English chapter versus my first CCNA Arabic chapter, and I see the differences in quality, I can understand why people are seeing the Arabic version 3 times more than the English one. The English one was awful, actually, and low quality. So let's only do a remake for the first chapter, and this is what I'm doing right now. At that time, when I started doing that, a year and a half, the price was not fixed for the exam. It was interchangeable between $195 up to $300 But a few months after that, Cisco decided that they will unify the exam cost worldwide. So wherever you are, whomever you are, wanted to taking the CCNA exam, you will pay $300. It's a must. But where should you pay that? How can you achieve this exam? How should you pass the exam? Either by you go to the exam center, which is called the Pearson View, and they are an authorized testing engine and center, and there you will take your exam, or by taking the exam from home, because on April 15, 2020, as I remember, or April 15, 2020, because of the COVID-19 pandemic that was spread worldwide and all the centers were locked down, Cisco accepted to have the candidates to take the exams from home. And regarding that, actually, if you go back to my channel, then I will show you something in the playlist section that is called Taking the Exam from Home. There are 2 videos in this playlist. One of them is English, the other is Arabic. Each one of them is telling you what is taking the exam, the CCNA exam from home, how you can do that, what are the prerequisites, requirements, etc., so that you will take your exam peacefully. Okay, and you'll pass it. After that, when you finish the exam and you become certified, you will get one single badge only from Cisco that is called the Cisco Certified Network Associate. No titles, only Cisco Certified Network Associate, with no extra thing at all, if you're thinking about that. And it also recertifies an old CCNA that you have, a new CCNA that it's almost to be expired, the Cisco Certified DevNet Associate, and the Cisco Certified CyberOps Associate. Well, I will tell you what's that. Yeah, you might see that, but just 1 minute. Yes, don't like hang out or something. Wait a couple of minutes, because I'm about to describe everything today. The old and the new certificates, because this video might be the first video for you if you were already an engineer, a network engineer. Perhaps now you would like to start with a new fashion of the new certificates. We would like to start now with a new generation of certificates that was released by Cisco in 2020, announced in 2019, released officially 2020, and made all the old certificates to be completely obsolete. So this is the new system. The old system was having around 10 certificates, CCNA certificates, 10 associate degree, which were the collaboration, data center, routing and switching, which was the most famous, and this one replaces it. CCNA wireless, CCNA security, CCNA service provider, CCNA cloud, CCNA cyberops, CCNA industrial, and the Cisco certified design associate that I had, but unfortunately it was deleted. What I had actually in the old system was I had a CCDA, I had a CCNA RS, I had a CCNA security. I failed the service provider and I did not take it again because I did not have a time at all, and eventually all of them were deleted completely in the new system. But when they were alive before, like years ago, starting from 2014, up to 2020, 6 years, when these 9 with the CCDA, these 10 associate degrees were live, they had their own CCNPs. Some of them, like there was a CCNA collaboration, and there was something called the Cisco Certified Network Professional. So this is like the master degree of collaboration. This one is the bachelor, this one is the master, and this is the PhD. This is not like an exaggeration really, but actually Cisco does, and some companies and some universities does consider it in that way. A bachelor degree, master degree, and a PhD, it can be said in that way, because you'll see how much of knowledge and enablement is there in these certificates and their courses and books, and you will say that yes, this is as much as I have studied in college. It's too much, yeah, too much of info, correct. So all of these certificates that they were associated, most of them, not all of them, sorry, have a professional master level for them, like collaboration had a collaboration, data center as well, CCNP routing and switching, CCNP wireless, CCNP security, CCNP service provider, CCNP cloud, and there was a Cisco certified design professional, the Cisco CCDP as well. Yes, all of them are deleted in the new system, but just before they got deleted, they had their expert degree, their PhD. There was a CCI for collaboration, for data center, RS, wireless, security service provider, and there is still actually the Cisco CCDE. This one is always out of the line. Cisco does not want to take it here to be combined with these classic tracks because it's different, and that's why it's isolated. Yeah, so okay, so what happened actually, because these were deleted, there was the new system that was announced by Cisco, and the new system says that there are no more 10 CCNAs, one CCNA, the CCNA from now on, the Cisco Certified Network Associate 20301 CCNA. That's it, all of them deleted. So before, an ambitious engineer would like to say, I would like to take all the available CCNAs, 5 of the CCNAs, just like I tried to do. Actually, I took 3, I was on the way to take the 4th. It was good that I did not take the 4th because it was deleted already, okay, but after that all of them were deleted, yeah, unfortunately. So there is only one single CCNA from now on, and we are doing its course right now, and I will tell you why there is one CCNA. Why really did Cisco delete 9 other CCNA? No more technologies? No, these technologies are there and still evolving, but there is a redistribution and a reboot that happened to that system of certificates. That single CCNA actually qualifies you to take whatever you want from these 5 professional levels: a CCNP collaboration, CCNP data center, CCNP enterprise. Enterprise is now the new fashion for the routing and switching, but it's not actually routing and switching. It has a part of it that is routing and switching, and the other major parts are not routing and switching at all. That's why it's the enterprise, and I have a course for it already on the channel and on orhanorgan.net. And there is a new CCNP security and a new service provider. These 5 guys are actually, all of them are rebooted, and all of them have new books, new certificates, new exams, etc. All of them are nothing compared to the previous versions. And since we have 5 CCNPs, we have 5 CCIEs as well. Some exception rules are there, like there is no more something called the CCDA, Design Associate, and there is no more CCDP, Design Professional, but there is the Cisco CCDE. So yes, when it comes to design, unfortunately, you will have to start from the expert level. So you'll have to start study some extra resources, gain some 5 to 10 years of expert before you take this CCDE. It's in that way from now on. And another exception rule is actually that Cisco did not include in this chart is that actually there is not only one single CCNA. Yeah, there are a couple more associate exams, not NAs, not CCNAs, because the N letter here is the sensitive case. N refers to network. Cisco says, hold on, when you're talking about networking, we have only one single associate degree, and that's it. Please don't argue, etc., whatever. But if you're talking about associate exams from Cisco, there are a couple more. What are those? There's something called the Cisco Certified DevNet Associate. And actually, I do have the books of them. I can show you that in a minute. Yeah, the Cisco Certified DevNet Associate, and they have the Cisco Certified Cyber Ops Associate. This one is for programming, automating, and making you a qualified programmer plus a network engineer at the same time. This one to makes you a good cyber security analyst and engineer as well. So these are two new tracks. Each one of them have a Cisco certified associate degree. They have a Cisco certified Dev P. They have a Cisco Dev P, and they have a cyber ops professional as well, and their IE exam, their expert exam, are still in developing. So to be honest, there is no really one single CCNA. There are a couple more CCNAs that are available, and you need to stay tuned with my channel because these two will be published on the channel as well. Yeah, I'm doing my best to achieve that. And the last slide that I'm about to talk that I want to talk about today is the course syllabus. This course is built 100% based on the blueprints, the official blueprints from Cisco. What does the word blueprints mean? It means that if I went to google.com and I type Cisco CCNA 20301 and I hit an enter, then I should find a couple of results. Like, I don't want you to imagine that, I will show you that in a minute. Like this one, it's the Cisco CCNA from cisco.com, and this is the welcoming page of it, and you can come and review the exam topics. After the exam topics, these are the 6 chapters of the blueprints of this exam. So chapter 1 is the network fundamentals. This is the first and the biggest chapter there. It's the biggest chapter. And there's the network access for layer 2 technologies. There is the IP connectivity for layer 3 technologies. There is IP services. This one is very mandatory. There is something called security, and there is automation and programmability. Plus, if you take a deep look on the first one again, you will find some parts there like this one. Where is it? Wireless principles. So we have here wireless. Even in module 2, I have some wireless technologies. I remember that I had compare the wireless architectures and the access point modes, physical infrastructure of the WLAN components, etc., configure the components of the LAN, describe the access points and the WLC management. So the point is, in this new CCNA that was published to replace the old CCNA routing and switching, what I have network, IP, so classics, routing and switching. I have security, I have automation and programmability, and I have some Wi-Fi or WLAN topics. So this CCNA is replacing the old routing and switching CCNA, CCNA security, CCNA wireless, and an entire new chapter that is called the automation and programmability, where you will start with the very basics and beginnings of the automation and programmability, the new SDN technologies, etc. All of these evolving technologies will be mentioned there. So this course is built completely and 100% based on these official blueprints. But what I did for a network associate or for a new fresh engineer is that I simply isolated the Wi-Fi topics in one single chapter, which is chapter 6. So you can see that we have 7 chapters instead of 6, because chapter 6 is the wireless networks fundamentals, and that's it. The same chapter 1, same chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, we have the 6 and 7. So 7 chapters in around 85 videos, 84 videos, and we can isolate the introduction, so it will be 83 videos or 82 something, and it's more than 80 anyways, and it will cost you around 29 hours of studying. This should be the end of this video. In the upcoming video, I will start the first chapter, chapter 1. It's the biggest chapter, but it's the most challenging because it has 0 practical sides. The entire first chapter is the fundamentals that will take you from 0 knowledge to the beginning of network engineering, just the beginning. So that's why it's very important. No hands-on labs there, only talking, and I will talk for around 20 videos for a duration of 7 hours, and you'll have to endure and bear that with me. Please don't neglect chapter 1. Don't take chapter 1 as easy. Don't think about it as easy at all. You need to take it seriously, and you need to memorize, understand everything that I will mention in this chapter, because from chapter 2 until not the end of this course, until the end of your career, all of these topics that you will start working with depends on chapter 1. So 7 hours, bear with it. You can study an hour or half an hour a day, repeat the video, and write down your notes, etc. And yes, by the way, before I end this video, 2 very important notes. Number 1, always read the description of my videos. There are a ton of info in the description before you ask the question. Number 2 will be that whatever slides that I used for a course, you will find a download link for them as a PDF format in the description as well. Not this one, this is only an intro, and nothing is really beneficial from downloading these slides. It's not giving you something informative, but starting from the upcoming video, whatever you see, all of the slides are available, and I will give you the link to download the complete slides of the entire course below this video. Yeah, read the description, you will find a direct download link. Download the slides. Perhaps you would like to print them on paper so that you will not waste your time writing down the obvious headlines while I am interpreting or talking or instructing, etc. So this will save you good time instead of typing down some obvious headlines. What you will do will be, you will pause the video when you would like to note something or write down something that is new, something that rang a bell in your brain and says that is a good catch. Write it down. So you will pause the video, write it down, and continue the video. I hope that everything was very clear. I hope my accent is good. I hope the introduction is good. I hope that the video quality is clear for you. You can see this is how I decorate everything in this channel. You can see that there are around 400 videos in this channel. You might see that the Cisco CCNP, by the way, the Cisco CCNA is your first step. After that, if you want to get specialized or you want to become specialist or a professional, you might need to take the Cisco CCNP Enterprise or any other CCNP, security service provider, data center, or whatever. But if you wanted to take the Cisco CCNP Enterprise, you will need 2 exams now instead of 3 exams for the previous architecture or system. The 2 new exams are called a core exam and a concentration exam one. Yeah, I really have all the books on my side, but I will show you them later. But one of them, just one of them, is called the NRC that I am already developing and publishing on orhanorgon.net. This one is available already. Okay, so there have around 10 books right now, and all of them have courses on my channel and on the website of orhanorgon.net. So for the CCNP exam, if you want to become a professional, you will need to take 2 exams, the core and the concentration. The core exam have a limited, not complete course on my channel because the copyrights of them were sold to orhanorgon.net. So on the channel you'll find 60% of the English in core exam course available. On the website you will find it 100%. This website that I showed you multiple times, this one here, this is the orhanorgon.net. This is my Cisco CCNP training. It has all of these. It has a good discount actually right now. It's 50%, and all of the 7 modules are available there of the CCNP. Some of the videos are free samples. You can just click on them and you can see them without having an account or to pay anything. Some of these videos, I'm sorry, are samples. Perhaps you want to see that. You want to see the quality. You want to see things different, but actually there will be some differences between a free course and a paid course. These are the differences. So much other materials are provided for you when you purchase that exam. So that is the difference between a free and a paid one. And I have also my complete JNCIA, which is the CCNA of Juniper Networks course available. Also you can get a good discount right now, and it has 2 complete chapters for free and other 4 chapters that are not for free. When you paid, of course you will get for it again. So that should be the end of this video. I hope that everything was clear for you. I hope to see all of your comments below. I will take all the 20 old videos that have low quality and I will isolate them in an obsolete like playlist. Perhaps no one should see them anymore, and I will add these instead in the same playlist. So you'll log into one playlist every day and you will start seeing the videos from video 0 up to video 84, as I remember. Yes, I'm sorry, I remember something extremely important. When you finish this course, what I would recommend, and that I always do, that you will study 2 things. Number 1, you will find 3 extra videos. Each one of them is 1.5 hours at the end of this playlist. Each one of them is called the Mega Lab. So there is a Mega Lab number 1, number 2, number 3. Each one of these videos is a challenge that requires a cumulative knowledge that you have gathered throughout this entire course so that you will solve its tasks. So this one is a very good practice for you. And number 2, when you go to the playlist, there is something called the exam preparation. This one, the exam preparation, is a series of 17 videos that I have logged them. They are no longer updating. They have been stopped at the end of Christmas 2020 or at the end of the year of 2020. So what I did is that these 17 videos will tell you what to expect, how to prepare for the exam, how to manage the time, because you will have to answer 100 questions in 2 hours only. Yeah, this is the CCNA exam 200-301. So that series is very good for you, and the extra Mega Labs are very good for you to practice very well. And that's it. Enough chit chatting. Let's start real networking in the upcoming video. Thank you.